Hey, my name's Tio, and welcome to my channel. I'm gonna just get right into it and tell you a little bit about myself. So, I was born in Romania. I lived there for 10 years of my life. While there, I actually went to a German school, learned how to read and write in German. Every day after school, I would go to my dad's shop, do my homework, and after I got to work on cars or sweep and give them tools and hold a light, which is probably how my obsession with cars started, right? But fast forward, my parents ended up immigrating into the US to Michigan when I was about 10 years old. And we came here. I didn't know any English. They knew some, with 3 suitcases, and I think it was like $3,000, right? So pretty big, big step my parents made there. So the rest of the story is kind of long, but essentially a quick compressed version of it. I really got to see my parents work really hard, and that taught me the value of hard work and determination, and really just seeing my parents put their mind to something and doing it. And I was always taught that my whole life, that whatever you put your mind to, you can do it, right? So next step is, I think I'm gonna start when I was in high school. That's kind of where my entrepreneurial spirit started, and I would sell snacks and drinks out of my locker and out of my backpack. And I'm talking like Red Bull, Monsters, gum, whatever it was, right? You know, everyone wants one of those when you're in high school, right? So anyway, I started driving, and then, you know, I've been obsessed with cars my whole life. So as soon as I started driving, I started customizing my car, and other people saw it and they wanted their cars. Maybe they want stereos or TVs or whatever, right? And this was like Pimp My Ride days, and I was doing that for a while. Then I started going to college. In college, I started flipping cars, and that's actually how I was able to buy my dream car at the time, right out of college. But while in college, I went to college for engineering. I was working an internship, and that internship turned into a full-time engineering position 1 whole year before I ever graduated with my college degree. So that was pretty cool. Soon after, I really realized that I could not do this engineering thing for the next 30 to 40 years of my life, right? I saw how stressed my colleagues were. I saw it on their face, how they really weren't happy with what they were doing. You could see them walking through the hallway. No one was happy. No one was joyful. No one was fulfilled, really. Maybe they were. Their faces didn't show it. So, and I also was able to see that what was in store for me in the future, right? I was able to see that the cap on my pay, and really that my advancement, it didn't really matter how hard or not hard I worked, really. It all came down to what someone else's opinion of what my work was. And that's really how I could advance, right? It was always based on someone else, not how hard I actually worked for it, right? So I didn't like that. So essentially, I just cracked down and started reading every single book I could get my hands on, from business to real estate to, at first it was just business and entrepreneurship, and then I stumbled across real estate by reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? Like the gateway drug into real estate. And that really changed everything for me, right? I was able to understand the power of investing in really just life and money, and how money works and how you can invest money and all that, right? That was never, I never knew about that really until that book, and then that kind of introduced me to it. And from there, I just stumbled upon the power of real estate investing, right? And investing, like I said, in real estate. And I saw that most wealthy people in this country were made wealthy by the vehicle of real estate, right? Not by the vehicle of sitting in a cubicle working as an engineer. So, long story short, after a few months of just hardcore digging into podcasts and YouTube and everything else, I bought my first rental. I got that rented out, and as soon as I got it rented out, it was like just a drug, right? It was like, boom, we need to do this 100 more times. This is awesome, right? So fast forward, I just kept buying more and more rentals and flipping houses and doing all this other stuff in the real estate game. And I'm gonna cover all that stuff in the channel. And also I have a property management company that manages my properties, my partner's properties, and properties for investors all across the world here in Michigan, right? And we don't just do property management, we do rehabs of rental properties, of any properties really. We do maintenance, so we have our own maintenance staff that is able to service our customers and ours, right, to be able to save us and our customers lots of money. And like I said, we manage them, right? So next, I guess I want to cover what my goals are, and my goals are to keep growing my rentals, double them every single year. So if I was at 50 this year, my goal is next year to be at 200. The year after that is, or 50, 100, and then 200, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what my goals are. And to me, personally, I don't really have a cap on how high I want to get. What really drives me is the fact that my parents made that huge leap, however many years ago, and they literally left their friends, their family, their everything they knew, their whole lives behind, and it wasn't like they were young, right? They were probably in their, how old are they? 40s. Yeah, they were in their 40s, right? And they completely left everything and moved here just for me to have the opportunities we have here in the US, right? So to me, if I don't take full advantage of that and try to reach my full potential, and I knew that my full potential wasn't to sit in a cubicle and engineer stuff, right? I think it was way more, and I can see now that I have made that leap, that I am capable of more, right? So just getting past that, mental block. But essentially, that's kind of what my goals are, just to keep doubling, keep growing. And guys, it's every single time I tell people about that, they're like, oh, it's not about the money, and it's not about this, and money can't make you happy. And while money can buy you nice things, I agree it can't make you happy, but those people are usually the most unhappy with what they're doing, the people that say that, right? And like I said, it's not about that. It's not about how many units and how much cash flow and how much whatever you make. It's about the journey and the process of getting there and getting to that next goal, right? That's what makes it fun, right? That's what makes being in business, no matter if it's real estate or whatever it is, so enjoyable. So that's a little bit about me and the channel, and we're going to be talking about cars and real estate and really other people and their journey to get to, their success, right? And their fulfillment, right? Because for me, it's real estate. For someone else, it might be something else. So hope you guys enjoy the channel, and feel free to reach out to me anytime.